So today we're going to be talking about probably one of the most sought after sets of shoes that have been made in the last few years. So this was a collaboration with Nike and a designer named Virgil Abloh. Now Virgil Abloh owns Off-White, which they make basically streetwear, but really high-end stuff that they do. They make a lot of their own custom shoes, makes a lot of really interesting clothes and things like that too, as well as belts. It's really amazing stuff. It was so amazing that after this set of shoes came out, he blew up so much that right now he is the lead designer for Louis Vuitton. So this is kind of his last set that he did with Nike that he went through with here, and the name of the collection is called the 10. And so what they did was he took the top 10 best-selling shoes, basically, or the ones that he liked the most out of Nike's collection since they've been open, and he ended up putting his own spin on things. And this is one of them. So this is the Nike, the Air Force Ones that they did. Now, one thing that he ended up doing with, and there's a different set. So there's one set of 10 that came out, and then after that he came out with the Ghost set, which are all white, and then the blacks that are all black. So what they ended up doing really neat artistically on this was they decided to make these shoes look more like a mock-up of a shoe. Like the designers would sit around and you would put different things on there and then show it to somebody and then get approval to be able to make it. So that's what he ended up doing with these two. So as you can kind of tell on the sides here, the Nike swoosh is just stitched on pretty loosely. It's not even, connected to the shoe in most of the places. He ended up writing Air in this block letter here. He did this on every single one of the soles, and I'll show you more just as time goes by too. And then, because it also says Air and stuff down here. Another thing that he's really famous for is putting this here on the back and logo. That's basically part of the Off-White stuff, as well as inside here. You have the 10 written there, and then the Off-White trademark that's there too. And then you ended up, you can't read it as well on these, but you can read it on some of the other ones where it says, Off-White was made for Nike, Beaverton, and the year that it was done. So some other interesting things about this, they ended up putting kind of a reverse tongue almost on this as opposed to a normal tongue. Kind of sticks up, and then you have a lot of this detail that they put around the outside of all this. Kind of left it open. It's not closed off like most sets of shoes are. Everything's kind of stitched a little bit loose, and the types of materials that they use, they kind of have some suede that's in there too, as well as some of this interesting mesh that's around the outside. And on the back side, it's almost like a cast material you can get for your arm. And then another thing on all of them, he ends up putting this tag. So every single one of them just say, the Off-White, care of Nike, and then, whatever the year that it was made. So this comes on all of them. It's kind of weird. A lot of people are, there's a big rift. Do you leave it on? Do you take it off? Who knows? I leave it on unless I kick it too much. But anyway, so this is it. So this is the Nike Air Force Ones that Virgil Abloh made, part of the 10 series. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.